Welcome back, mighty mamas and mighty people, to another video from my messy to minimal series. Today, I am bringing you that real life messy house hoarder declutter and organize with me. Yes, I say hoarder because I'm starting to realize that I am possibly a hoarder. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. The main goal here today is to declutter and organize this complete disaster of a linen closet that you see before you. I have had major anxiety over just thinking about how to clean this linen closet here. But no more. We are no longer going to let anxiety and depression and OCD and hoarding control our lives. So, if you're ready to continue on this journey to clean house with depression and anxiety and take control of the mess in your home, then keep on watching because this video is for you. So I'm just starting out by removing all of the items out of the linen closet. And once again, I am realizing that I have excessive amounts of these organizational bins. And I am really coming to the realization that I am a hoarder. And organizational bins are one of those items that I hoard. Yes, I am a hoarder. And it's just crazy to even say those words because I would never in a million years ever think that I could be a hoarder. And most of us think that hoarding is like that A&E show Hoarders where, the house is overtaken by clutter and it's completely unlivable that you can't even walk through. That we just have a tendency to tell ourselves, well, if our house doesn't look like that, then we're not hoarders. But the truth is if you have excessive amounts of specific items, even if it's one type of item, that is a form of hoarding. And I am totally guilty of hoarding these organizational bins. As I move through the different spaces of my home in this journey of cleaning with depression and anxiety, I am realizing that I hoard organizational bins as well as other specific items. It's just crazy. I am learning so much about myself, and it's really helping me to go from that messy to minimal in my home. And I wonder, are there specific items that you hoard? Maybe your house is clean, but you do have an excess amount of a certain item or more. And I would consider myself an organized hoarder as I'm learning about all of this. And it's just mind-blowing to know. So it is going to be wonderful to finally put some of these organizational bins to use, and they can actually serve their purpose. And as I move through this declutter and organize project, I'm going to see which bins are going to work for this space. And of course, I'm going to have to save the rest because as I declutter other spaces in my home, I am hoping to put the rest of these bins to use as well. So if you're here right now decluttering with me, let's keep moving. Okay, so I emptied all the shelves off and they're pretty dusty. So I'm gonna have to give this a really good wipe down. And then the floor, as you could see, is filthy. So I definitely need to give that a good sweep and mop up. And then I just put everything from the linen closet out here. There is so much clutter. It's just crazy. So I'm gonna have to actually sort through all of this clutter and hoard, as I call it, because I really am thinking that I'm a hoarder, guys. Like, seriously, I have so many shower curtains that I never even used. And I mean, it just goes on and on. I have so many hair straighteners and curling irons that I don't even use because I don't even do my hair every day. There's just so many different makeup products and like makeup systems that I purchased that I don't know, I've never used. And yeah, there's lots of home little decor organization things. I have more shower hooks here, more straighteners. It's just insane. All of this hoard and clutter that I have accumulated over time. And it's very overwhelming. Like, I don't even want to do this. At this point, I really want to give up. I'm hot, I'm tired, but I'm not going to. I'm going to push through. I'm actually going to get a drink of water And I am going to push through and do this and just really breaking it down to the stuff that I use every day. And we're going to reduce all of this color and clutter. And then we are going to organize it and we're going to make it simple and clean. And that's what I want to do. So if you are ready to keep moving along on this messy to minimal journey with me, then let's go. Keep moving. Don't give up. Let's keep decluttering together. I forgot to mention that all of this stuff up here on the top shelf is like the bedding, linen that's clean. So I'm just going to leave that up there right now while I wipe down all the shelves. And then I will sort through and organize all of this linen once I declutter all the stuff that's on the floor and everything. So I'm just going to save that for last.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I can see everything clearer. Trying to fly 'cause I'm light as a feather. But I get high, I get low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been.
Okay, so now that I gave the linen closet a really good scrub down and it was really dirty, I just couldn't even believe it. Like this is obviously going to have to be a part of my cleaning maintenance schedule, is wiping down the closet shelves because they do accumulate a lot of dust. And I think a lot of us don't realize that. So I'm definitely planning to make this part of my cleaning routine. And that is something I will be sharing with all of you once I get it together myself. And once I've established something that's really working out for me, I am going to be sharing all of that with you guys too along on this journey. So now comes the overwhelming and challenging part of decluttering. This is where we sit down and we have to sort through all the clutter and we have to decide what we're keeping, what we're donating, and what we're giving away. Well, in this case, I will say that decluttering the bathroom spaces was one of my easiest tasks because there wasn't much sentimental value in any of these items because they're mostly store-bought, personal hygienic items that, you don't really put much emotional tie to. So it really came down to deciding what is it that I use today or this week or at least within the next 30 days. So that is how I decided what I was keeping. Of course, any other products that were expired or just old or yucky or used, I just threw them in the trash. And then if there were any items that I could part with, that I could donate to somebody, I would put in a donation pile. So I'd have to say, out of all of these items, the hardest thing for me to part with were the shower curtains. I couldn't really decide. It was hard at first, but I thought back to my vision board that I make every year for the new year. And on that vision board, I always include my house and like what I want my house to look like, because my experience with moving in this house and having postpartum depression at the time, it was not one of the funnest experiences of being a first-time home buyer. It really stole all the joy out of that experience, and I was just not myself. I forgot, like, I lost myself through the postpartum depression, and I didn't really know like what I like and what I wanted my house to look like. So every decision I made at the time, it was very impulsive, and it really didn't have much thought behind it because I really just didn't even know what I wanted at the time. And I had no creativity inside of me. It just, everything was sucked away from the depression. But that is why I am like so excited to do this declutter and just really minimalize my home. So in deciding which shower curtains to keep and get rid of, I went back to my vision board that I do every year. Me and the kids, we make vision boards for the year, and it always includes what my goals are for my home for the year. And one of those goals is to really neutralize every room in my home. I don't want to have color. Color really makes me feel so anxious, and it just overstimulates me. It stresses me out. Like, it's hard enough I have to see all the color from my kids' stuff. So I really want to neutralize all the spaces in my home to have those earth tones that I just am drawn to and I love, and they make me feel like comfortable and peaceful and calm. So you really need to decide, like, if you haven't already, do a vision board of your home, specifically of your home, and what do you see for your home? What type of spaces do you see? What type of colors? What type of vibe do you want your home to bring? And that will help you decide what to keep and what to purge when you are decluttering spaces in your home. Once you know that, and once you have like that vision in your mind, it really does help make the process so much easier. It becomes almost therapeutic, and it's super exciting and motivating. So you have to find that like inner motivation based on what is the vision that you see. So I don't know, maybe that will help some of you to help motivate you. You have to like have that end goal in mind. I always do things with the end goal in mind, but I'm trying to still do things at a realistic pace because I don't want to get overwhelmed to the point where I'm reluctant to start, because I talked about that in my, earlier videos in this journey. So it really is finding like that happy medium between it all. And when you're a mom like me and you still have all the mom duties going on around you, you just have to learn that you will get to those other projects, or you will meet those other goals. They're just going to happen a lot slower than they do for most people. And that is okay, as long as we are chipping away, working at the end goal. Okay, we're all going to get there. So remember that and keep that in mind. So when it comes to decluttering, I highly recommend make a little vision board, have fun with it. Look at things on Pinterest to inspire you. Look through magazines and just cut out like, different types of furniture or different types of paint colors that you see for your house, all that. We can all create our own dream home, and it doesn't matter the size. You can live in a huge house and create your dream home, or it can be a small house, or it could be an apartment. You could still create those peaceful, beautiful, functionable spaces within your home, and it can be your dream home no matter where you are and no matter what size. So definitely aim for that within your home, because you deserve to be happy and truly feel at home and comfortable when you are home. And let that be one of the main drivers in this journey to take control of the mess in your home. So if you're one who's really nervous to start decluttering, or you become really overwhelmed even thinking about it, and it makes your anxiety go through the roof because you don't want to be faced with making decisions and having to part with things that you may really still love, then I highly recommend starting in your bathroom because, like I said, there's less sentimental attachment to those types of items because they're just, personal hygiene products for the most part. So definitely start decluttering in your bathroom and then let that be the momentum that kicks off that motivation to keep you decluttering through the rest of your home. It's really the perfect place to get started.
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on a fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not. I just wanna go my own way, gonna let the past burn down. Cause honestly, don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you. I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself.
So I thought it was important to explain this moment right now of the decision-making process when it comes to decluttering. As you can see here, I'm going back and forth, just looking at this item, deciding whether I want to keep it or not. I'm having a lot of trouble parting with it, and mostly because it is that one sentimental item that I did find here in the bathroom. It's actually a really heavy-duty metal bucket or pail, and it has green gemstones around it, which are the color of my birthstone. And this was a gift from my boyfriend at the time, but husband now. He had gifted me Bath and Body Works, and it came in this really cute, nice heavy-duty bucket. And it had all the stress relief candles and body sprays and lotions. So as you can see, there's a lot of sentimental value to it, but it's also a really high quality item that I know can serve a purpose somewhere else in my house, or maybe even here in the bathroom. So I am gonna hold on to it and see what it can do for me and see if it can be a functional piece here in my home. And this is really the whole idea behind the Messy to Minimal series. It's not just about, purging all of our items just to get rid of everything and to live in a house that has nothing. It's just about really thinking hard about what items to keep, what items to spend time on maintaining in your home and crowding your space, and making sure that they do serve a purpose or they really are something that you truly value and love.
I'm gonna start over new. On my way now. I'm 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 on my way now. I'll be going away for a while. Oh, and I don't know what I'll find. Maybe I can be a rock star, playing songs on my guitar. I know I have to be somewhere else to be able to find myself. Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now.
As of right now, I have donation bag started, and so far 2 bags of trash and that little pile of recycling. But yeah, this is just that real life messy house declutter and organizing that happens in my house if I try to get organized. Unfortunately, I always have to make a huge mess before I can clean a mess. But I feel really good about the stuff that I have let go already, and just all the trash I've gotten rid of. And yeah, like I said, that cube organizer took a lot of thought. I wasn't sure, but I'm letting it go. I'm moving forward. We are here to go from messy to minimal. And so that is the end goal. This will be the first time I run through this stuff, but I know there will also be a second time that I come back and I will be able to declutter even more. So I'm just going to continue on. So if you guys are ready to give up, don't give up yet. Let's keep moving. Keep decluttering. Let's get into our stuff. Let's get this done. It's going to feel so good. Let's go.
About to leave. already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me.
Okay, so I had to add this in. Check out this huge dinosaur. This, I think, was one of the first steamers like ever made. Seriously, like it's huge. But you know what? It worked really, really good. I mean, it still works really good. But the problem is it's rusting at the bottom. And that was what all that brown stuff was in the bottom of the linen closet. So it's really old and it's huge. It takes up so much space. Like, I don't need this huge one. This was actually given to us by my mother-in-law, and we used to use it all the time. And I still do use it, but I know that they make compact size ones, you know, ones that are smaller and that don't have like this whole tube concoction attachment piece that I don't have to worry about, and I could just run it anywhere, like over my mattresses and over curtains. This guy here, like this one was limited for what I can use it. It worked really well for like our shirts and stuff when we're going somewhere. But yeah, I can never like really do my mattresses or curtains because it doesn't reach far enough. So it's time to upgrade to a more compact size one that is more, you know, portable. And I know my husband's going to have something to say about it, but you know what? He's just going to have to get over it. And that's how we declutter, okay? We tell our husbands, get over it. So there you go.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde. A classic cliche, we're on the run. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts.
Okay, so here's another update for you guys, just to kind of show you the progress in this whole decluttering, going from messy to minimal here. If you guys are moving along with me, keep on. I know at this point it gets really, really overwhelming because you feel like you're still looking at the same mess, but I promise you after this next step here, it's going to show your progress. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to take my donations and I'm going to remove them out of the bathroom. I already removed the trash bags and the recycling bin. However, I did accumulate more trash. So this is all going in the garbage. I just have to get that down in the bin. And then, so this will come out and that will go out. And then these are some like bins from the Target dollar spot that I picked up a while back. I'm just kind of like seeing what I'm going to do in this linen closet here. Pretty much all that stuff has already been decluttered. These are the things I'm keeping. And I just need to find them a container to go in and then organize. So, oh, and then over here, these are all empty like bins and caddies and, you know, storage containers that I am not going to use in here because I do not want to see that aqua color in here. This is what I used to go with in my bathroom, also in my daughter's room. And I have a space down in the basement where my laundry facilities are that I do use that color for organization. So I'm gonna move that stuff downstairs. And then this here is a, it was from IKEA. It's like a little drying rack. It's an octopus that comes, you know, like the legs come down and then you can hang stuff and dry it. So I want to put that in the basement for like different things to hang dry. But yeah, so that stuff's all going out of here. Donation piles going out of here. And then the rest of the trash is going out of here. And then pretty much this is what I'm working with here. I actually made use for this little pail that I could not get rid of. I put all of my hair color stuff in here. So that worked out pretty good, actually. It fits nice, it goes together, and I'll be able to store that somewhere. And then this is our hair cutting kit. But as you can see, I started to kind of like figure out what bins are gonna fit in here and all that. And I'm still not sure. I know that I'm using the brown wickered baskets, but I'm still deciding, like, do I want to use these Dollar Tree bins or do I want to use the Target dollar spot bins? I don't even know yet what I'm doing here. So I'm just kind of like getting an idea of like how everything fits in here and what it looks like. So that's what you'll see me doing here right now, because you do have to go over the space and figure out, you know, how you want to organize it and what containers you're going to be using to store everything away. So that's what I'm doing right now. And yeah, I'm just trying to decide that. And I'm just going to keep rolling with it. And I'm just getting really tired here. I may have to turn this into a 2-day project at this point because I'm really starting to lose steam here. But yeah, I think it's going to be good. So first, I'm going to remove all that stuff out so we can see some space opening up. So if you have any donation piles or any trash piles or, you know, empty container piles, my advice is get them out of the space right now, because then it opens it up and it makes it, you know, more motivating. It shows that you're making progress. And yeah, but I may have to continue this tomorrow, to be completely honest, because like I said, I'm getting really tired. But let's see what I could do. Okay, you guys, sorry, but I was not able to finish this project in one day. So we are now here on day 2. That's why you will see I'm in different clothes. It's a whole new day. And yeah, you know, sometimes that's okay. We can't always finish our projects in one day. It gets a little overwhelming, or maybe we're tired. And, you know, when we're moms, we still have everything else to take care of. So we cannot make ourselves feel bad if we cannot finish something in one day. There's always tomorrow, or maybe you just get overwhelmed because it's so messy and you need to walk away and take a break for an hour and just kind of clear your head and come back to the mess an hour or 2 later. That's okay too. So in this case, I just shut the door and I told everybody, do not use the upstairs bathroom. Mom's in the middle of a cleaning project, and that's that. Luckily for us, we have 2 bathrooms, so it works out that way. But yeah, so here I am, day 2, and what I'm doing now is I'm just organizing all of the stuff that I decided to keep, and I'm just kind of separating it into different bins. So every bin is going to have like its own category. So we're going to have one for like dental, one for first aid, one for makeup, and one for medicine, and you get the idea. So that's what I'm doing here. What I did do last night though, before I completely closed the door on this, I did go ahead and I decided what bins I'm going to use and what purpose each bin is going to serve. So I really did map that out last night. So make sure you guys watch all the way to the end, because the results are super satisfying, and I'm definitely going to show you a before and after. But if you are still here with me right now, decluttering your space and organizing your space, then let's keep moving. We got this. We're going to get this done, and we are going from messy to minimal right now. Here are another one of those hoarding items that I hoard. They are, of course, the shower hooks, because you have to have a new set of shower hooks when you have a new shower curtain. So they just go together, I guess. And yeah, I've found that I have multiple sets. I did donate a few others, but these are the ones I'm going to hold on to because I did decide to keep at least 3 of the shower curtains, including the one that I have hanging now, just because I do get bored and, home decor is one of my hobbies and I like to switch things up. So for the different seasons, that's what I do. Leave me a comment below letting me know, are you a hoarder of a specific item? Are you just now realizing this yourself? Or is it something you've always known to hoard? Let me know what that item or items are. I'm just curious to know.
Making moves, trying to get away from this life I'm living. Same old things every day, wanna change this feeling. Wasting no more time, don't care about what you're saying. Try to keep me down, no time for all your playing. Yeah, even if you doubt me now, you should know I don't care about the things you say. Yeah, I don't even know what I want no more, no more, no more, yeah. I'ma figure out what to do with all my time, my new life, yeah. I don't even know what to do right now, right now, right now, yeah. I'ma figure out what to do with all my time, my new life, yeah. I don't wanna try again, try again, try again, try again. I don't wanna try again, try again. All we had were those memories, time to make some new ones. Sun is up, I'm wide awake, we're not getting younger. If you still love me, then please just let me go. I won't stay with you, I need to live my own life. Yeah, even if you doubt me now, you should know I don't care about the things you say. Yeah, I don't even know what I want no more, no more, no more, yeah. I'ma figure out what to do with all my time, my new life, yeah. I don't even know what to do right now, right now, right now, yeah. I'ma figure out what to do with all my time, my new life, yeah. I don't wanna try again, try again, try again, try again. I don't wanna try again, try again. I don't wanna try again, try again, try again, try again. I don't wanna try again, try again. Don't wanna do this again. You must have felt this coming. Can we just leave it right here, never to touch it again? Yeah, even if you doubt me now, you should know I don't care about the things you say. I don't even know what I want no more, no more, no more, yeah. I'ma figure out.
So this is one of those good moments when you're decluttering and you realize, oh, you're so grateful that you did it. So I am so happy that I did this because I never would have found this Thomas the Train pillowcase. It was my older son's, and my little guy Jack, he loves Thomas the Train. So I found that, and I also found the crib fitted sheet as well as the crib pad. So this is going to be a great way for me to start the transition of putting him into my daughter's room, because we are going to be merging the 2 little ones together, and I'm actually going to do a whole room makeover and film it for you guys. So stay tuned for that. But for now, just to kind of get him motivated and start the transition process, I think I'm going to take his crib mattress, put it on the floor in my daughter's room, and I'm going to use this bedding, which I never would have found if I didn't declutter. So this is just one of those awesome benefits to decluttering your stuff, because I never would have knew that this was even in there, and I can use this right now. And we probably just would have aged out of this by the time I found it if I didn't declutter now. So see, you never know what you're going to find. So definitely declutter. It is so worth it, and it can actually benefit you in more ways than one.
With all my time, my new life, yeah. I don't even know what to do right now, right now, right
are you guys ready for the final result, the satisfying result? Drum roll. I am so happy. Here it is. Ta-da! I am so satisfied with the results. The before and after is just astonishing. I really even impressed myself on this one, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to bring you in and explain a little bit about what I did. So to start off over here, if you guys remember in the video, I removed that bottom shelf. So I did that on purpose because I knew that I wanted to use these two baskets, and obviously, you know, they come up higher than where the shelf sits. So I had to remove the shelf to do that because I always wanted to have a basket here for the toilet paper backstock, which I do now. Isn't it so beautiful? Oh my gosh, for all my perfectionists out there, look at this. You can do this too. I got these baskets at Target. They're really heavy duty, like metal. So I highly recommend that. And then over here is the dirty laundry basket. I have always wanted a dirty laundry basket inside the closet so that, you know, you don't see it out here in my bathroom. So this, oh my gosh, this just makes me so happy right now. Like seriously, I know I'm a cleaning nerd, you guys, and I know that like these types of things make me super happy, but I just can't help myself. And then look at how the labels turned out from Dollar Tree. Okay, you cannot beat that. Those are those little chalkboard labels. And they're really just like a really thick black paper. And then you can get that white chalk marker. And then those stencils are bomb. I love the font. It is so my style. It just has like that farmhouse, kind of like army typewriter print, which I love. Okay, let's move it on up. So this here is my towel shelf. Pretty simple, straightforward. I'm just gonna be folding my towels and laying them right here flat. What I will do, a little tip that I'm gonna share that I'm going to do is, they're actually in the dryer right now. So they were all pretty much dirty, of course. That's why when I started out this video, the top shelf, that was my towel shelf area, and that was empty because they were all dirty. So anyway, so far, these are the ones that I had just cleaned, but I have all the rest coming. And I do have like ivory and white, like those neutral tones, those earth tones that I talked about. I'm going to end up somehow storing them so that you only see like the white and ivory towels when you look at the shelf. So I'm going to figure out a way whether I stack them like kind of like in columns, you know, like that KonMari method. I might try to do something like that, or I may just push like this part of the pile back and then kind of lay over one of the white towels. I know that seems like so tedious and probably pointless to a lot of people, but these are the things where my perfectionism takes over. And if I do something, like it has to be a certain way. And so just seeing the pattern towels is driving me crazy. So I have to find a way to cover that, you know, and I'm not going to go and replace all my towels just because of that. And this goes back to, you know, these are like the kids' beach towels underneath. And then I went through like a pink phase in the bathroom. So I had that. But moving forward, if I make any purchases, it's only going to be like the neutral tones or the earth tones, because I know now that is what I love. You know, it took me this long to figure it out. Okay, and these are just like my hangers that I use. These are really cool. Like if you want to dry a sweater and you don't want to get the hanger marks or a shirt. So they're deliberately made like that. They're by Tide. I don't know if Tide sells them anymore, but I seen them at the grocery store a long, long time ago before I had kids, and I picked it up and I love it. We use it all the time. If I have like a certain cardigan or sweater, I'll hang it on the shower and let it air dry. Okay, moving on here to this shelf. This is going to be the two baskets I use for my hand towels, and I am actually going to declutter. They're all dirty, so they're actually being washed right now. So once they are clean, I'm going to go through and declutter, and I'm only going to keep whatever fills these two baskets. That's what I'm doing because that's all we need. And I do have way more than that, but I decided I'm going to boil it down to these two baskets and we'll be good. And that's probably still an excessive amount, But this is what we're doing here with this messy to minimal. I have to minimalize what I have because then in the end, it's less maintenance, less items to wash. And believe me, I could live with that. So what I did here, like going back to that tip where I'm going to cover all these towels with like the neutral color, I love these hand towels. These are my favorite. I think they're so beautiful. I actually have 2 more that are in the wash. So what I did was I decided I'm going to stack these up in front and then I'll put the other ones behind it. And then everything behind it will be just like the basic colors that I have because I just think it's so pretty. Like it really is appeasing to the eye. So you can use like certain patterns that you love or colors that you love, put them like up front and center when you store them and it'll just make it a happier space. So over here, sorry, I'm out of breath. I decided to roll our washcloths. And now these washcloths are super cheap, just the ones from Dollar Tree. I pick them up for the kids. We go through so many of these. Sometimes they get stained if I'm, cleaning up certain paints or whatever. I just use these. But these are for the kids to wash themselves. I don't use washcloths. My husband doesn't use washcloths. So I just decided I'm going to roll them and stick them in this pretty little basket that I already had. And I already had these baskets. I had all of this stuff. I'm actually doing a pantry makeover, and these 2 jars were something that I did purchase recently, but I decided to bring it up here because I don't really have any items that's going to be, that amount to store in the pantry. So I figured I can use these here in the bathroom. So I ended up putting the cotton balls in one and the Q-tips in one, and I didn't feel a need to like go crazy and label all this because it's obvious. These are hand towels. I know the washcloths are here. I don't have to have a label for that. And then these are just so pretty how they are. I love, how it's just the white popping through. And then this is an antique sterling silver tray that I have. I need to find a way to wash it. It's really dirty, but I thought I would just set that here to keep those in nicely so they don't slide off. But really, I mean, this is like all I need. This is perfect. So what happened to all the clutter? You're probably asking yourself. Well, here it is. This is everything that I ended up keeping. And so I'm going to run through really quick and show you guys. I mean, you guys obviously seen me do this, but here is SC is self-care. So that's our self-care bin. And these are those opaque bins that I got from Target Dollar Spot. I think you can also buy it off of the website in the Bullseye Playground or something it's called. There's like a whole Target Dollar Spot section on the website. And then the MU, if you can guess, that's for makeup. I was trying to find a way to like use my stencil because they are a certain size. I couldn't fit the full words in. So I just abbreviated it and I thought that was really cute. And then here is the backstock basket. And in here is just, without having to really take it down, it's like all those little extra toiletries, I guess you call it, and nail polish remover, certain kind of medical sprays. And then my stethoscopes are in here. We have our hair cutting kit. This is backstock for Q-tips, cotton balls. I also put like my curlers. I can't even talk. I think that's what they're called. I haven't used these in forever. I can't remember what they're called. And then the clips are in the bag. And then I just have a couple extra things in there. But I thought that was like such a beautiful way to store it. And then over here we have first aid, and then DC is dental care. So like extra toothbrushes, toothpaste, things like that. So really all of this is backstock. I may change this up in the future. And of course I will film everything if I do. But moving up here, as you guys seen, I went ahead and I sorted through all the linen. And I have one for those vacuum sealed extra blankets that we have. And then the other is for fitted sheets and flat sheets. And then this one here is for pillowcases. Now I do have a tons more of sheets and pillowcases that are dirty. I have a mountain of laundry, and I'm going to be bringing you guys that video as well for laundry motivation. I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. It goes back. Plus we had a washer that wasn't working for a while. So trust me, it's going to be some raw and real, no judgment, right? We never judge a mom by the mess. That's my thing. So we're no judgment here. But yeah, this is overall what it turned out to be. And you guys, I I just cannot get over the before and after. And I'm actually going to show that for you guys right after this. I'm going to give you that clip of the before and after. So if you want to look and see what it was like before and then to see the after, just amazing, amazing. So I highly encourage you to just get your butt up and start decluttering, start doing it. And if you love like organization bins like I do, if you're a hoarder of those bins and you have a bunch laying around your house, put them to use already, get it done. And look at how beautiful those labels from the Dollar Tree. You cannot beat that price. Literally. And that was a 4-pack. Those little ones come in a 4-pack, and they do come with like the little rope that you can hang it with. But what I ended up using was like those little sticky Zots, and I just did it, stuck it on the back and stuck it on there because there's nothing really for it to hang from. Before the baskets, I did use the little rope that came with it, the little twine, and I just hung them. But I mean, they're just so beautiful. I'm obsessed. I know I'm such a weirdo. I'm such a weirdo. But you guys, I'm just super happy, and I want you to feel this happy feeling too. So I really, really hope that, you know, this real life messy house hoarder, declutter, and organization video really helped you out today and got you motivated to transform your space in your home and just declutter a space and just feel that weight lifted off your shoulder so that you can feel like you are going from messy to minimal, and you know, you are able to clean house with depression and anxiety and not let your struggles control you. We are taking control of the mess in our home, cleaning up one mess at a time, and we are doing this together. If you are new here, consider subscribing. I want you to join on this journey. I want you to take control of the mess in your home, especially if you are struggling with anxiety and depression and keeping a clean house. Please join us on this journey. It's a wonderful community here for all of us. And I'm going to stop talking now. So for now, I'm going to say stay mighty and God bless. And right here, check out the before and after.
Baby, I'm just happy to be with ya. In our kingdom, kings fall dropping like little flies. There's a price to pay to get enough things we want.